Hey, what's up, you guys? This is John Chacon with Chacon Performance Training, johnchacon.com. Wanted to talk to you guys about how you measure success in the gym. And when I'm talking about success, I'm thinking as far as how do you measure whether or not you've had a good workout, or hey, how do you measure how far you're getting and progressing in your workouts? There's a ton of ways to measure progress, but I think one of the most common ways that people are measuring success in a single workout is usually by either how much sweat is drenched on their shirt, how sore they are either right after the workout or the next day when they can't walk around, or they even measure calories and count them as the treadmill, elliptical, or whatever the machine counts. Or just doing endless reps and sets on machines. You name it. There's all kinds of them, the Cybex, Nautilus equipment, all that stuff. But today I want to share with you guys a method that I use personally and that I recommend to our people the most, and that's putting in work. And I'm not just thinking like the work you kind of think of with yard work or anything like that. It's your sets times your reps times the weight you moved, how far you moved it, and how long it took you. Ideally, you want to move as much weight as possible in as little time as possible, but there's a few things I want to go over with you in regards to this stuff. And today in this post, I'll hopefully be able to demonstrate to you guys using a very simple movement. Now, one of the first things that I recommend when implementing this to get the most out of it, to get the best results, because the more work you can do in less time, the more time that you have for family, work, job, anything else that's involved in your life, because your life doesn't revolve around working out. It's the other way around. And I want you to be able to get as much result as possible in as little time as possible. The idea behind it is that the more work your body does in less time, within the parameters I'm about to show you, the less often you'll have to go in the gym, the more often you can enjoy your life, not just with time, but with the kind of food that you eat. You won't have to worry about stuff as often. Your body will recover quicker, and you'll see results quicker in lean body mass, in losing fat, in performance, range of motion, all these things, as long as you guys follow these parameters, okay? The first one is choose a weight that you can use that's a moderate to heavy weight. When I say moderate to heavy, I mean something that you can lift for 3 to 8 reps. Today, for instance, I'd probably do a little more, but my movement is going to be the clean and press. Okay, and I'm going to go over what that involves and how it falls into my other parameters. But for that, I'd probably do something in the rep range of 3 to 5, maybe even more reps per set, but not going past 8. Seems to be like the finite number that I've found within there. Okay, plus you're not going up to 10, 12, 15 reps. So find something heavy enough where you're not quite maxing out, but to where you're able to get in somewhere between the 3 and 8 rep range. For me, like right now, this is 95 pounds. I might even go up to 135, something like that, to stay in that range. It doesn't have to be clean and press. It can be deadlifts, it can be squats, pushes, pulls, hinges, anything. Anything you can grab. It can even be body weight movements, guys. Body weight squats, push-ups, pull-ups, everything involved with that. Next, I want you to be able to move the weight quickly, explosively. For instance, if I were to move a deadlift, I don't want that weight to be so heavy that you're having to grind it out and put it up. Be able to move the weight quickly. You don't have to be like super speed demon with these things, but as you move it, for instance, like a deadlift, it can even be slower than that. You want something right in the middle range so that it is challenging, not too easy, but you're not grinding it out to fatigue. Next, you want to move something for a large distance. The farther you can move it in less time, the more work you're getting done within that time. Great examples are something like dumbbell snatches, where you're moving down from the knee height, or, sorry, that's clean, but going from knee height up above your head, all in one movement. That weight is moving like 4 or 5 feet in just a split second. For the clean and press, it's going to go all the way from the ground up to your shoulders, pressing overhead, all the way back down for every single rep. You're moving the weight a long distance, okay? Now, you don't have to move that long every single time. Going from the ground up to your waist is a great distance. Or going from your shoulders to overhead is a great distance, okay? Don't limit it to that. Next, little rest. When I say little rest, I mean little rest in between your sets of 3 to 8. Little rest to me is somewhere between 30 seconds and 60 seconds. Remember, we're not lifting so much weight that we need to take so much rest, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes in between our sets. I want you guys moving quickly, taking a little rest. In addition to that, I want you to go multiple sets. Get rid of the idea that we need to do 3 sets of 10. Okay? Since you're keeping the weight to a moderate heavy level, you're moving the weight quickly, you're taking short rest periods. I want you guys to get in anywhere from 5 to even up to like 12 or even more sets depending on how you're feeling that day. Now keep in mind, this is going to be your workout. You're not doing anything else besides this, just putting in some work with some good quality movements. And lastly, never go to failure on these guys. As you're starting to move this weight, even moderate to heavy weight, you can still start to grind it out. So if you feel yourself, you got a good speed going, and then all of a sudden you get to those reps where you're just trying to grind those out, and then you try to take the same rest period that you've been using the entire time, like 30, 45 seconds, something like that, you're not going to be able to maintain that pace or to continue to get in those quality sets. You may have to stop at like 6 sets instead of 10 that you could have been able to do had you not gone to failure. Plus, the quality of the movement starts to diminish, and the whole idea behind the work capacity idea fades away, and you can't get in as much work as you could have potentially. So, more work in less time leads to more fat loss, better performance, increased lean muscle tissue, better recovery, and you don't get stuck with multiple different exercises every single time you guys come into the gym. Stop worrying about the calories, counting them on the treadmill, the elliptical. Stop worrying about how soaked your shirt is. Stop worrying about doing multiple sets of multiple reps on multiple machines. Okay? Find a movement, stick to moderate to heavy weight, move the weight quickly, move it a big distance, take a little rest in between your sets, go for multiple sets, and never go to failure, guys. So hopefully that helped you guys out. Check out below, we got bullet points, and I want to see you guys making progress every day, and I don't want to see you just spending your lives in the gym. I want you guys to go live life, and that's why I post stuff like this. So go ahead and give it a shot, guys. Post comments below, or give me a shot at info@johnchacon.com. This has been John Chacon with Chacon Performance Training, stronger every day. Peace.